More stimulus money being sent to millions of Americans today, but some people are having problems getting those funds. Consumer investigator Steve Sprague digging deeper to tell you what may be holding up your payment and the timeline for sending out all that cash. Steve.
Angela, there are a couple of issues at play here, including the fact that payments could be delayed by either the IRS or the U.S. Postal Service.
Millions of people who receive money from Social Security could get a second check in September. And if that sounds too good to be true, that's because it is. The Verify team found out it's not an extra payment. Brandon Lewis explains.
Every month, 1 in 5 Americans receives a payment from the U.S. Social Security Administration. Typically, these are set payments that come like clockwork, but Verify viewer Tom reached out to us on verifythis.com to ask whether some recipients might get a bonus payment next month. So let's verify. Will Social Security recipients receive a bonus payment in September? Our sources are the Social Security Administration and AARP. Social Security payments are sent out on a strict schedule. Most retirees get their payments on a set Wednesday each month, but those who receive supplemental security income, such as people who are disabled or blind and meet income qualifications, get their payments on the first of the month. This can be a problem if the first falls on a weekend when banks are closed, like on Saturday, October 1st, 2022. So the Social Security Administration will send out the payments the Friday before. In September, this means SSI recipients will get paid on September 1st and September 30th. But this isn't a bonus payment. They're just getting their October money one day earlier. So, no, Social Security recipients will not receive a bonus payment in September.
Stimulus checks are coming. They are coming soon. I told you guys that they were coming. It just depends on which state that you're living in. And today I have the most up-to-date news on 18 states that are sending out stimulus checks. Who's going to get them, how much they're going to get, and when they are coming out. Guys, you do not want to miss this video. Stay tuned to find out. So like most people, you need a $1,400 stimulus check. Well, what about a $2,000 stimulus check? So many people on a fixed income are asking, will we who do not pay taxes actually get a stimulus check? And it really depends on the state that you live in, because most states are going based off the taxes that you filed in 2020 and 2022. But then there are some states, very select few, that are just giving them out to help everybody in need. So that way, if you don't make around a certain amount, then guess what? You get a stimulus check. So all this information is all in this video. But before we move too further, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to jump in and be a part of our $250 giveaway. For most of you guys who live in Illinois, that's a whole lot of money, $250, because your state is only offering around $50 rebate checks. I know, not good. You can't really buy anything with that. What is that gonna do? So most of you guys have been asking, John, what about Texas? Where's the good old state of Texas? What about Louisiana? What about Alabama? And guys, there's nothing yet for Alabama, Louisiana, or Texas. Michigan's not. Haven't heard really a whole lot about them. And yet again, many of you guys are asking about them, and I wanted to tell you that I will let you know, guys, as soon as those states propose a deal. But real fast, for most of you guys, maybe you have a student loan, maybe you don't. Let us know down in the comments below. But President Joe Biden has until August 31st deadline to decide whether or not he's, number one, going to extend the student program where they don't have to make payments right now, or if he's going to go ahead and wipe them all away. What would you rather see? Let us know down in the comments below, because several people are saying, well, it's not fair if they get theirs paid for because we had to pay ours and it wasn't easy, but we paid ours off. And then others are saying, well, we just need a little more time. So let us know what you think down in the comments below. So guys, now for the good news, the news that you have been waiting for. If you want stimulus checks, then smash that like button. And here we go, right here for your information update on stimulus checks. This is your one-stop shop for all stimulus news. Spread the word, let them know that True Life is giving you the most up-to-date information as it comes out. Here we go, right on the screen. So like I told you guys, these 18 states are sending out inflation relief payments. This was published August 20th, 2022. The most up-to-date information. Inflation has hit Americans hard, averaging 8.5% in the last 12 months as of July. Many people are grappling with the increased costs as a result of pandemic-driven inflation. 18 states and maybe more to come are sending residents help in the form of stimulus checks, tax rebates ranging from $75 to $1,700 depending on your income and tax filing status. One of the states that we haven't talked a whole lot about was Alaska. So what are they doing? A single payment of $3,200 per person, including a $650 payment meant to offset high energy costs. Who would be getting it? To be eligible for a 2022 permanent fund dividends, you must have been an Alaska resident for an entire calendar year, preceding the date you apply for a dividend, and intend to remain an Alaska resident indefinitely at time you apply for a dividend. When distribution of this PFD will begin September 20th. How? Direct deposit or paper check. Number 2, California. What? So they're giving out the inflation checks of $1,050. And then who's going to be getting it? Well, 23 million California residents, single taxpayers who make less than $75,000 a year will receive $350. $350 additional for any dependents, and the head of the households or surviving spouses that make less than $150 a year will receive $350, an additional $350 for dependents, and couples who file jointly making less than $150 a year will receive $700, an additional $350 for any dependents, for a total of $1,050, when California is expected to receive payments between October of this year and January of next year. How? By direct deposit or debit cards. Colorado. What? A tax rebate as high as $1,500. Man, that would be amazing. Who would it go to? Residents who filed their 2021 state tax return by June 30th will receive a check for $750, but joint will receive $1,500. When? Well, first payments are expected to go out September 30th. Extended filers who have a deadline of October 17th will receive their refund by January 31st of 2023. How? Colorado cashback check. 4, Connecticut. What? A tax rebate of $250 per child for a maximum of 3 children. Who? Any Connecticut resident who claimed at least one dependent under the age of 18 on their 2021 federal income tax return may be eligible. Single taxpayers who make less than $100,000 per year will receive the maximum rebate. The head of household making less than $160 will receive the maximum rebate, and couples who file jointly making less than $200,000 will receive the maximum rebate. When anyone who is interested in seeking rebate must apply to the Connecticut Department of Revenue Services. The application period will open on June 1st and will close on July 31st. The timeline enabled qualified residents to receive funds beginning in late August. So if you were fast enough to get in on that, then you would be seeing a check in late August, and that is for the state of Connecticut. Now we're looking at Delaware. Delaware is a one-time payment of $300 per person. Residents who filed their 2020 tax returns. When would they get it? In May of 2022. And if you haven't gotten it, then I would contact the Delaware Department of Finance to let them know that, hey, I haven't received mine, and this would be a one-time payment. Florida, we know that they gave a one-time payment of $450 per kid, and an estimated 59,000 lower-income families who are eligible. And when they would get it is anywhere between July 25th and August 7th, which has already passed, but definitely let them know if you haven't gotten it. Georgia, inflation checks worth up to $500 a person. Georgia residents who both filed their 2020-2021 tax returns, single filers will receive a maximum of $250, head of the household $375, and married jointly would be getting $500. When they're trying to get those funds out, and they said it would be going out by May, which is already passed, by paper check or deposit. Hawaii, tax refund of up to $300. Who would be getting it? Residents who filed their taxes in 2021. And then they would be getting their paper check or deposit check. They would be getting it the first week of September. So that is for the state of Hawaii. And then the state of Idaho, which was $75. Who would be getting it? Residents who filed their 2021 individual tax return. And they would be getting it by late March, which has already passed. Paper check or direct deposit. Illinois, they would get a tax rebate of up to $400. And who would get it? Well, Illinois residents who filed a 2021 tax return. When they would be expecting to get it is by September 12th, and will take several months to be issued, and you're either going to receive a paper check or direct deposit. Indiana, a tax refund of up to $650. Who is going to get it? Indiana residents who filed an Indiana individual income tax for 2020 and with a postmark date of January 3rd, 2022. Tax refunds will be issuing starting August 19th, with most receiving them in or around August 21st by paper check or direct deposit. And I have some family members that live up in Indiana, and they got theirs last week. Maine, what a relief check up to $1,700. An estimated 858,000 will expect to receive these checks, and you have to file your 2021 individual income tax by October 31st. And the first run of checks will be mailed out in June, which everybody's already got. And then the rest will be delivered through the end of the year. So that is some very exciting news for those that live in Maine. Minnesota, we're giving frontline workers $750 bonuses. And they would be going out. Who would get them? Well, the frontline workers who at least worked 120 hours in the Minnesota between March 15, 2020 and June 30th, 2021. And as long as everything goes right, they will receive those once you place your application in within 45 days. New Jersey, with a rebate of $500. It would go to all New Jersey residents for all part of 2020 who filed a state tax return, have at least qualifying one child as a dependent. And when this would happen is they were trying to get things out, but July 2nd, but still working on that. 4 more states to go. New Mexico, well, they will send up to $1,500, and those rebates will be sent automatically to qualifying taxpayers who filed a 2021 personal income tax. And when it would go out is as of August 15th of this year. 2.4 million rebates have already been issued, either by direct deposit or check. Oregon is a one-time assistance payment of $600. And who would it affect? It would affect low-income households who receive the Oregon Earned Income Tax Credit for 2020 tax return. Payments were made by direct deposit or check by July 31st. So those were already done. And then 2 more states, which is South Carolina, they are offering a minimum cap of $700. And they're trying to get everybody paid by December 31st, either by direct deposit, check, or debit card. And the last state is Virginia, a tax rebate of $500. Virginia residents who filed a 2021 tax return would be receiving this when, as long as they filed by July 1st, their rebate would be mailed October 17th, and you should receive it by October 31st, either by direct deposit or check. Each of these states has enacted relief intended to help residents facing increased costs, ranging from higher energy costs to increased prices of everyday goods. These several states, including Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, that have relief proposals pending for their residents. So guys, this is the information that many of you guys have been asking for. 18 states, which is so many more than the average 12, 10, 7, 14. Yet again, there are several states like Alaska who has jumped back in there, Maine who has jumped back in there to offer more money to the residents. We just kind of wish that every state would do the same. If you're on board and maybe you didn't hear your state, but you want stimulus checks, then let us know down in the comments below. We'll be more than happy to keep you updated on your state, such as Texas, Louisiana, and Alabama, which everyone is asking about. I'm not even joking. 80% of the viewers ask about those states, and that's where we let them know, hey, not yet, nothing's happening. We've done research, we've checked it out, and nothing yet for those states. But I promise on this channel, it's our commitment to you to make sure that you stay updated. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos to come. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on what's going on. While you're at it, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Guys, don't forget about the giveaway, and until next time, I'm John Muro. Peace.